There are lots of cool cars, but cars from movies and TV shows are in a whole different league. Like the Batmobile from the original 1960s TV series. You know, the one with the rocket booster and the bat radar? That sold in 2013 for $4.6 million. Or a time-traveling DeLorean from Back to the Future, which sold for more than $500,000 in 2011. But when it comes to cool cars with even cooler gadgets, no one beats 007.
So a 10-year lease on a storage unit runs out in Holbrook, New York.
And the payments are delinquent. No one's paying for it. So what happens is it's open to the public, and anyone can come and bid, and they get all the contents inside.
A local couple throws down $100 and they win the unit.
You're not allowed to peek to see what's inside. So it's a complete crapshoot on what's going to be behind that door.
They crack open the unit and they see blankets over a large shape.
And as they pull off the layers, they see this futuristic-looking vehicle. It's real sleek and angular. It's low to the ground.
Beautiful, older car, but they have no idea what this car actually means.
They're not really into cars. They just know it looks cool. And they put it on their flatbed and they start driving back home.
And the people on the road, they begin to recognize it right away.
Truckers are on their CB radios talking to each other. Hey dude, check this out.
Is that the car from The Spy Who Loved Me? Is that the Wet Nelly? Hey, is that the famous white Lotus from James Bond?
And it turns out that this car that they're taking home belonged to James Bond. A 1976 Lotus Esprit. And it had a starring role in the film, The Spy Who Loved Me.
The Lotus Esprit had been launched in the 1970s at the Paris Auto Show. But one of the Lotus PR guys decided it needed an even bigger stage.
They want people to notice it. They want people to see it. They know there's a movie being shot in London.
So day after day, the people from Lotus keep parking the car outside of Pinewood Studios where they're filming James Bond.
And it does the job because the producer, Cubby Broccoli, sees the car and says, this is what we need for the movie.
Lotus then provides the production company with 2 functioning cars and 7 shells. And they use one of those bodies to create this legendary chase scene, and James Bond goes flying off the pier. The car hits the water, and it turns into a submarine.
There's underwater motors, propellers in the back. The tires actually recoil into the body, and rudders stick out.
There are batteries to help power it, and they have the batteries inside of a airtight, watertight compartment. There are articulated fins to help with the direction. It can climb, it can dive with ballast tanks, just like a submarine.
There's a rocket launcher in the roof that actually shoots out, and it shot down a helicopter.
There was actually 1 seat built in this vehicle, and it was actually driven by a stuntman, a US Navy SEAL. So he's the guy that made the movie magic.
None of this is CGI or special effects like we see today. This was an actual functioning piece of engineering.
So you got the coolest car, the car that turned into a submarine. Well, what do you do with it? Well, the couple didn't know. They weren't fans of the movie, so it just sat in their garage for another 20 years.
After sitting on it for 20 years, in 2013, the Long Island couple bring it to auction. Bidding starts at $150,000, and by the end, it sells for an incredible $973,000 to an anonymous phone bidder.
There's a young guy named David Eline who is a freshman at the University of Wisconsin.
He's actually a walk-on football player and a very astute collector.
And he gets a tip about something that is going to be one of the greatest picks he ever makes. This tip sends him on a journey to rural Wisconsin.
Remember that this is 1941, so roads aren't great, there aren't really many highways. This is 70 miles from Milwaukee, so it would have taken him half a day to get there.
So he arrives at this farm, and there at the barn, behind a bale of hay, he sees what looks sort of like a motorbike, kind of.
He sees it has an engine, and he sees it has a muffler. And by now, our student is trying to stay cool, stay calm, because he knows what he's looking at is a very early Harley-Davidson.
Like so many other brands, Harley-Davidson strapped the oil tank and the gas tank to the top tube. And that's why this is called the strap tank. But Harley did a lot of things a lot different. They designed a loop frame, heavy-duty lugs, heavy-duty tubing, and their own front suspension.
Strap tanks are incredibly rare. So to find this one, this could possibly be one of the earliest models ever produced.
If we're talking about the roots of Harley-Davidson, then we gotta go way back to 1903, when a 22-year-old William Harley and his buddy Arthur Davison unveiled their first model, a single-cylinder belt-drive motorcycle.
Harley-Davidson begins in this small, very quaint wooden shed in Milwaukee.
By 1908, the company has 18 employees, and they are manufacturing now 450 Model 4 Harley-Davidson strap tanks a year.
Very rugged design, and that's what it was needed back then. There was no paved roads. This is gravel, 2 tracks, trails. So, I mean, these bikes had to be built really tough. And the strap tank kept that tank and that oil tank really secure.
This guy's heart had to be beating so fast, it was blurring his vision. This was a significant bike, not only for its rarity, but 1908 was the end of the strap tank era. Harley-Davidson had crested the creative hill and were moving forward with a more modern design and more powerful machines.
So David keeps this strap tank Harley-Davidson for the next 66 years. And finally, he has it expertly restored and brought back to its full original condition.
So when it finally comes to auction in 2007, it sells for $198,000. But just as the market in classic cars has gone through the roof, so have vintage motorcycles.
It's a 1908 Harley-Davidson strap tank, one of the most coveted motorcycles on the planet.
When the strap tank comes back to auction in 2023,
Whoa!
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, the reserve is off.
it becomes the most expensive Harley-Davidson ever, selling for $935,000, including the auction house fee.